Welcome to Cross Yoga Power. My name is Ria, and I'm here to guide you through a class where you might want to include some weights, pretty light weights. We are going to focus on our core and our hips and all that great stuff. And if you watch this real time, it's around Christmas season, and I'm going to call this a celebration Cross Yoga Power class because we're just going to focus on things that are nice and good. There is so much in the world that is the opposite. So today I want to fill our minds and our hearts with gratitude. So find a seat and breathe for 1 minute. So slow down your breath and calm everything. If that means shaking your hands, moving a little bit, go ahead and do so. Softening your face. I always picture these breathing, calming down kind of as this 3-menu meal. So this is the entrée, this is the first light meal. We're preparing everything with our breath. And the main dish as we move, and the dessert as we rest towards the end. So if you want to join me in a prayer, you can do so, or you can just listen along. God, thank you for this present moment. Thank you for breath, for life, for people that love me, and people that I love. Thank you that you came to this world not to condemn it or leave it alone, but to heal it and to meet us where we are. May you do so in our practice today. If you're ready to move your shoulders, you can circle your shoulders. And you might notice that I didn't say amen, because I like this idea that our prayer, time with God, so to say, is not finished when I finish praying. It's always here, working on our mats with the weights, having some fun, sweating a little bit, is also time spent, at least in my belief, with God. It's not just when we pray or sit in the church or sing hymns or whatever. All right, raise both arms up overhead and cactus your arms. You might play piano with your fingers as you bring your arms down and lift them up. Let's follow our breath. Inhale on top, exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Maybe you use your Ujjayi breath. Snoring, exhaling sound. If you're still confused about it, think about how you would fog a window or mirror, that kind of and then that's exactly what you do. You just do it through your nose. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Last one. And bring your hands down, come out of the seated posture. Downward facing dog. And move as you feel like. Most likely, when you do this power yoga class, you have done yoga before. And I think that's a good idea. If you started this video and you have not done yoga before, please do this without weights because I just want you to be as safe as you possibly can. All right, bring yourself into a plank. Hold there for just a sec. And move the hip back into your down dog. Soften your knees. Don't force the heels down. 2 more times, move to plank. Option of using your knees. Feel the belly button squeezing into the spine and the engagement of your thighs. Downward facing dog. One more time. Creating heat in our core. And then bring your knees down. Maybe toenails on the floor, maybe tucking the toes, whatever you like. I like to fold my mat for the sake of my knees. You might want to use a blanket or something else. Bring your arms up overhead and then twisting towards your left side this time. Stay tall with your spine. Bring your arms out, forcing your hips to stay. Arms up, inhale, twist to your right. Through this video, I most likely will begin with the left side for once. Make sure knee, hip, and your neck stays in one line. One more time to left and right. Then bring your hands down. Left leg up and back, right hand to the front. Take a breath. Exhale, knee, elbow. 3 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. So do like a cat posture with your spine. Last time. Inhale, bring hand and knee down. Other side, same procedure. Right leg, left arm, take a breath. Straight spine, navel in. Exhale, knee, elbow. Bring it out, inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Bring it out. Get your hands and knees down. I'll come out of my folded part of the mat. Gonna go to the front through a downward facing dog. So I'm gonna lift up here. And then walk my feet to the top of the mat. Fold forward, shake the wrists. Chair pose, getting more into the legs. Sit down in your chair, bring the arms by your side. And then stand tall. You might inhale. And exhale, stand tall. Bring the pinky finger back. Engage the back of the shoulder. Inhale, chair. Exhale, rise. A few more times. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze the buttocks. 1, 2. 3 or 1. Arms up overhead. Bring the hands behind you. Grasp the hands and go for a little bit of a back bend. Open up your heart, maybe to whatever you feel grateful for, joyful about right now. And the small things counts as well. Softening your knees, let your hands stay, fold forward. Soften. Take a hold of your weights if you use them and find your chair or kind of not too wide distance squat so you stay at the top of your mat. I'm just going to turn this way for the sake of the video. Stay down and then we do a bit of bicep curls. Bend the elbow and extend the arm. So stay put with your legs, leaning slightly forward like a zigzag lightning bolt. Let's just do 3 more. And I'm not cueing the breath here. I might follow the breath, but you don't have to. From here, rise up, extend the legs, bring the arms up overhead, arms out to the side, cactus arms. pausing, elbows slightly underneath the shoulder. Bring the arms up overhead. Turn the weights in this direction so you're ready to do your bicep curl again. Then you might bend your knees, get more into everything, and continue this movement. And if you can't get everything to work all at once, don't worry. And you might want to sit a little bit lower with your knees. Remember to breathe. Always option of putting down the weights if you feel like it. Make sure your spine stays really nice, long. 2 more times. Breathe. Hopefully you're creating heat by now. Feeling maybe a little bit out of breath. When you're down in your chair, you can just drop the weight down at the top of your mat. Hands on the floor, step back into your downward facing dog. You might shake your legs if you feel inclined to do so. Move into a vinyasa, inhale plank. Lower down, maybe just to a hover on toes or knees. Lift through your arms for an up dog. Maybe the hip is off. Move to downward facing dog. 3 more times. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down to a hover. Inhale, cobra or your up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 more times, plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Are you up for one more? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You're getting so strong from this. Awesome. Then you kind of move into your plank, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a quicker one. Knee to opposite elbow. Push and lower down. In, out. You might exhale through your mouth here. Stay strong. Don't lift your hip too high, right? Let the hips stay aligned with your shoulders. Let's go for 6, 5, belly button in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Step or jump to the front, fold forward, shake the wrists. Take a hold of just one weight, or if you have very light weights, you might take 2 and just put them in between your hands. Step the left foot back, warrior 2. I'm gonna take a hold of this weight with both arms. Bring the elbows in. You're gonna extend the front arm, lift the weight overhead, and as you bend the front knee, bring the weight behind your bicep curl. Extend, lift the weight up. In front, lower down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend. A lot of coordination here, maybe. Inhale and exhale. Getting into our legs. Lift, extend, bend. Bend both elbows. Extend, bend. Now the important thing as you move here is to keep the elbows in, and of course keep the knee in the direction of the pinky toe. So you're not practicing pushing the knee to the inside of the sole. 2 more times. You got it. And when that is done, you can put the weight down towards the top of your mat. Take the back heel off. High lunge. Gaze forward. Bring the weight into your hands again. maybe going for 2, but this is where I would advise you just to go lightly if you have any back issues. You're gonna lean forward and then rotate towards your right leg. Your right leg is at the front. You're rotating to the right side. Back to center. Rise up. Down forward. Move to the left. Inhale back. And up. Down. You're gonna set footprints through the front foot. Engage the core just a couple more times. Feel the heel connecting with the hamstring and the front buttocks. Last time. And then you bring your weight down on the inside of the front foot, step back into plank, shake things out. And I'm going to do this one on my elbows, but you can definitely do it on your hands if you prefer. Maybe with a weight, maybe without. Gonna do side planks with a weight. So when you move out, maybe to the left side, toes pointing to the left direction, hip, knee, everything. You're gonna take the weight, lift it overhead. Don't drop it, please. And bring it down again in between your arms. Move to the other side, same thing. Don't be too quick. So I don't lift the weight until I feel like my body is in a side plank position. Belly button firmly in as you move. And lift the hip up. Come on. Just a couple of more times. One more on each side. Come on, lift the hip up, belly button in. You can do it. Oh, the joys we have. Maybe you find child's pose, maybe take a sip of water, catch your breath. And lift up. This time bring your left foot to the front. Warrior 2 back foot turns. So you might be with the back towards the camera. I'm gonna turn on my mat for the sake of the video, but other leg. All right, warrior 2. One weight, maybe 2. You can always see how it goes. I'll show you with both. You'll probably hold the weights here in front of you. Lift up as you extend the leg, you extend your arms. Bend the knee, elbows behind you with as much control as you possibly can. Extend, lift. Bring the weights down to the front, bend the elbows. Let's do it. And don't be in a hurry here. Celebrate all the muscle fibers working for you right now. The heart rate going up, your ability to move. Making sure you don't lean back. So you have this kind of engagement in the core. Keep moving both front leg and arms. I know it's a lot, but it's actually really good to get a little bit of a, how do you say, coordination challenge. And you might feel this is the second time through. So you feel your arms speaking more to you. Yeah? Last time. All right. Take the back heel off, put one weight down, high lunge in whatever direction that suits you. Ooh. One weight or none. Belly button in. Make sure you have your balance. Gaze on the floor. Lean forward. Belly button in. And then lean towards the side where your leg is in front. Bring it back to center. Rise up. I actually like a long exhale when I lean forward like this, because I feel my core engage more. Two more times. Keep the front knee really bent, so you again feel this tiredness in the front thigh. Bring the weight down and bring the hands down towards the top of your mat. Step the feet back, find your plank. We're gonna explore a little bit here with side planks again, but another option. If you prefer the weight one, go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna come down on my elbows and try this tilted tree. So if I bring my right elbow down, I bring my left foot up. Now, of course, you can do knee options also here. But maybe you want to come on the outside of the foot. And maybe bring the top sole of the foot in and do this tilted tree. And hold it there. 5, 4, breathe with me, lift the hip up. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was a tough one. Slowly move to the other side. Now we have a fresh elbow. Make sure you're not hanging in this shoulder. Promise me that. Push the elbow down, stay strong. And please use knee options. If you bring this foot up, make sure you're not on your knee joint. It's not healthy for your knee. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, lift, 1. Bring it back. Maybe you want to go for dolphin. Bring your knees down. If you have this part of your mat folded, you might want to bring the top of the head down and just go for a little bit of a pressure on the top of the head without maybe going for a headstand unless you're like crazy about them. I've noticed I have to be super mindful of my neck when I do these things the older I get. Let go of that and let's balance a little bit more. So bring yourself to the top of the mat. Take a sip of water if you feel so that your body wants that. One weight in each hand. Stand tall. Find your mountain pose with the shoulders tucked back. Standing strong. We're again gonna do bicep curls and then lift the right knee up. Bend the elbows, lift the knee. I'm taking it slow the first time. Extend the arms down by your side as you bring the right foot to the back of the mat in a warrior 3 variation. Maybe aligned with the floor. The arms kind of just drop down vertical. And then you do a row with the arms. Might take a look here if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Just one out like this. Slowly come into a stance again. And that's what we're gonna do. A couple of times. Let's do it. A little bit quicker maybe, but not too quick though. Right leg up. Bring your leg back. Hold your shoulders so they're not just dropping down as the weights move down towards the mat. Row. Just one of them. Stand up again. Bicep curl. Right knee up. Warrior 3. And don't do your row until you feel like you're there. 3 more. Always option of shaking the left leg if your hip is like super tired. And don't overthink the movement of the arms. I am done. Shake things out. Catch your breath. Last one, or the other side rather. Oh, also the last one. Left leg, bend the knee. Bring it back, navel in, taking your time with balance. If you're not used to having weights in your hand as you bring your leg back, it might be very, very hard to balance because your body is used to not weights, and then you throw off the typical balance in your body. Breathe deeply. Remember, you can use your chest for breath because most likely your belly button will be, or the bottom of the abdomen will be engaged. 2 more. Amazing. Shake things out. Last one. You can step the left foot back or whatever way that fits for you to watch the screen. Let the toes point out and bring the weights on the inside of your thigh. Very important that your shoulders are not like this. So bring the shoulders up and back. Sit down, move the knees out, rise up, and bring the arms to a roll. Down and up. I have my toes pointing out. For better balance options, gaze on the floor. When I do this in my in-person classes, I typically see a lot of people, maybe look at the screen, doing like this. No, just lift the weights just above the armpit, not much higher. But squeeze the elbows a little bit back as you lift to engage the back of the shoulder. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Are your shoulders celebrating now? Baby. Let the toes point in, and you can put the weights down, bring your hands on them if you like. But we're basically just gonna stretch the back of the leg. Then lift up and take a seat. You can bring both weights with you or just one if you feel that's enough. Lower back issues, bicycle crunches might be better for you. I'm going to do Russian twists. Because I'm going to show it this way. So you can have your heels on the ground or you can have the heels lifted. That's really up to you. But you're going to lean back and then bring the weights to the side. Inhale, lift. Maybe sit a little bit up. Exhale, right. Lift. Come on, bring the activation into your core for 8. Going a little bit quicker than maybe I would do in a flow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Bring your weights with you as you come down on your back. Lift the arms up overhead. You can extend your legs, or if you prefer, you can bend your knees. It's going to be easier with the knees bent. Bring one leg down as you bring your arms up overhead. It can be like this. Get more into your shoulders if your arms are extended. But if you want to get into the back of the arm, the tricep, you're going to bend the elbows. And lift. We have been here before with elbows. keep the belly button in so the lumbar part of your spine stays as much as possible in contact with the mat. Chin slightly towards the chest. If you're up for it, keep your legs going. Bring your arms out to the side for a bench press as you move here. Just follow the breath as it suits you. The bench press, it's important that your arms are over your chest, not your face, not your throat, but chest, to get into the chest muscle the best. Let's do 4. Belly button in, keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down. Put the weight somewhere aside. Gonna leave them there. Bring the arms in, fingers pointing up. Feet one more time up. Cross the ankles and then lift your hip just a little bit. And then move your hips slowly from left to right, like this, like a scissoring motion. 4 more, hands behind your head. So engage the top of the six-pack, erectus abdominis, and the bottom obliques, cross fibering muscles. Again, if this is new to you, it might be a little bit difficult to find it, but go with the variation that fits you. Hold it for 8, 7, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet down and just kind of collapse down on the floor. Relax everything. Can you relax immediately, or are you kind of still like struggling to let go? Of course, you can stay and rest. I won't take it for that long. Just gonna do one stretch, which is great for the spine and the lower leg. So I'm gonna move onto the side. Again, we can move to the left side. If you move to the left side, the top leg, you can bend and cross it over. This hand can hold. The bottom leg, you can bend too, with the thigh aligned with the floor, and then see if you can take a hold of the foot with the other arm. This creates a rotation or twist in your spine, but also gives you a stretch in the quads of the lower leg. And then try to relax your legs, allowing whatever you're feeling to be present. Go. Move to the other side, same thing. But it might not feel the same though, both sides. Bottom leg is on the mat, and if you can't reach the foot, don't worry. Then you just stay with your spinal twist without this stretching of the quads or the thigh. And I'll invite you as you rest here, just think about a celebration that you are part of that brought you joy. It might have been a celebration for you or by you. It might have been somewhere you attended, but somewhere where you felt the joy of a celebration. What happened and what did you feel? Go, come back on your back. You can shake your legs, hug your knees in, whatever you like. Maybe find your butterfly if you like this inner thigh stretch, and stay there for the minute that we're in rest. If you prefer just to stretch out and find your traditional resting, you are welcome to do so. Make sure you don't get cold if you're sweaty. I would like you to maybe believe that, or remember, or whatever you do, that God is celebrating you. God is celebrating you. You're not just one among many, but you are the one that He celebrates whenever you come home. He is running towards you, arms open, smile on His face, happy to see you, because that is love. And maybe you say a prayer in your heart or speak out something that you're grateful for. And maybe it was this very small meditation. If you haven't already, gather your knees if you were in butterfly, and maybe you hug your knees in. As always, you're welcome to stay on the mat. Move your fingers, get ready to take a seat. And then move into a seat. Beautiful. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for joining this. And if you watch this real time, or approximately real time, Merry Christmas to you and blessings on your path.